When I work with social work clinicians who are starting a digital online business, one of the things that I find them struggling with a lot is figuring out how to package their services right into this digital product. So, by the end of this video, you're going to know not only how to identify the skills, knowledge, talents, and areas of expertise that you should offer in a digital product, but you're also going to know how to package that product. Because in this video, we are going to cover the 7 steps you must take to make your digital product part of a profitable package that you can sell over and over again on autopilot. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. Hi there, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Michelle V. Scott, and I am a social worker turned entrepreneur. I help other social workers go from being overworked and underpaid to owning their entire 24 hours as their own boss. Part of my mission with this YouTube channel is to make entrepreneurship attainable by social workers everywhere, which is why I create the content that you can find here on YouTube and on my podcast. So one way you can help with this mission so that more social workers are able to see my content is to go ahead and click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be sure to share this video. So here's what we're going to cover in this video. Number 1, you're going to identify the solution your ICA needs. Number 2, you're going to identify your skills, knowledge, talents, and areas of expertise needed to produce the solution. Number 3, outline the transformation. Number 4, create the perfect product. Number 5, price the product based on the value you provide. Number 6, attract your buyers. And finally, number 7, deliver your product to the buyers. Let's get started. So at number 1, you're going to identify the solution that your ICA needs. So some of you might be asking, what is an ICA? And so an ICA is your ideal client, customer, or community avatar. And the reason why you want to create an avatar that highlights your ideal client, customer, or community is because you need to figure out what issue they're having, right? And so you need to figure out what's called their pain point, because people typically make a purchase for 3 reasons. They either need a problem solved, a pain relieved, or a desire fulfilled. And so we typically call this a pain point because this is some area in the person's life where some need is not being met, and you can provide the solution to that need. Number 2, you're going to assess your skills, knowledge, talents, and areas of expertise that you have that can provide the solution to your ICA's problem. So you're going to want to take a look at what skills do you have? What knowledge do you have? What talents do you have? What areas of expertise do you have that can potentially help your ICA solve their problem, relieve their pain, or fulfill their desire? Now, you might not just do one of those things, you might be able to do all 3. And so you're going to want to take an assessment of these things so you can provide that solution. One of the next things that you're going to want to do is outline your transformation. And so I've said this plenty of times before. People do not pay for information, they pay for transformation, right? Because you can go out on the internet and find information anywhere. There's a ton of information here on YouTube. There's a ton of information just on the internet in general. You can Google it, right? And so you're going to want to really focus on the transformation you offer, right? And so, for example, a transformation might be you can have your clinical private practice open in as little as 90 days, right? By working with me. That's the transformation. The information I give you is really not important. So, for example, I remember when I was having trouble with acne, just like all of a sudden I started having issues with acne. And I went to see someone about my skin to help clear that acne up, right? And so she was a specialist, she was an esthetician. And what I paid her for, and let me back up a little, I saw quite a few estheticians, and the person I ended up working with, the reason why I worked with her was because she made me aware right away of the transformation that I would receive by working with her. So she told me, she said, if you do what I tell you to do, that you'll have clear skin in as little as 6 months, and you won't have these issues anymore, right? And so it was diet. It was a bunch of things that I needed to do in order to clear up the issue that I was having with my skin. Now, she could have gave me tons of information about how to do that, right? I went out on YouTube and I watched skincare videos on YouTube. And so there's a plethora of information out there. But what I paid her for, the reason why I chose to work with her, was because she was very clear about the transformation she would offer me. One of the things that she stated was that I would have clear skin in 6 months, that I would go from feeling self conscious to confident. And so, what I was paying for was the transformation of being self conscious about my skin to being more confident about my skin. I wasn't paying for the information that she gave me. I was paying because she clearly communicated the transformation I would receive. And so, again, you're going to want to outline the transformation that your clients will get from working with you and buying your digital product. The next thing you're going to want to do is create the perfect product, right? And so you figured out who your ICA is, you figured out what skills you have that can help them, and you've also drilled down on the transformation that you can offer them because of your skills, knowledge, talents, and areas of expertise. Now that you have all of that information, you're going to want to create the perfect product for them. So, what do I mean by the perfect product? Well, it could be different based on your client community or customers' needs, right? Some of you may need to create an ebook, others may need to create a digital course. Some people may need to create a workbook or templates. It's really according to the pain point of your ICA. And so you're going to want to really sit down and determine which product is going to be best for your ICA. And you determine this based on really developing your ICA in that first stage, right? So, who is your ICA? What is their problem? And as you develop them, you'll be able to determine what is the best product for them, because you're going to figure out things like what their interests are and what they're reading and what they're listening to and how they prefer to learn, right? How they prefer to consume that information. And it's also according to the information that you're delivering. So some information is better for an ebook, while other information is better for a digital course. And so you're going to want to drill down on that and create that perfect product for your ICA. The fifth thing that you're going to want to do is price the product based on the value offered. So what do I mean by that? Many times when I speak with social workers about packaging their services, especially a digital product, they want to price it based on a number of things, right? But really, you should be pricing it based on the valued outcome. So, what is that transformation and how great is it? So, for example, if the transformation might be, I'm going to clear up your skin, well, the price of that transformation might be different than the transformation of allowing someone to open a business, right? So I help clinical social workers and other social workers who want to open digital online businesses. I help them with that, right? Opening a clinical private practice, the value that a person gets is not as great as it is with starting a digital online business. And the reason for this is because clinicians in private practice still have to trade time for dollars, right? And so they're showing up, they're giving an hour, maybe 45 minutes of their time to a session, and they have to do that. And because of that, my services for that particular, the value of that outcome may not be as great as someone who's creating a digital product, who is also going to free up a lot more of their time because they're going to sell that digital product on autopilot. And so they're not showing up for 1 hour and trading time for dollars, right? There's still a lot of things that they have to do in their business, but one of them is not showing up, trading time for dollars, right? That's a huge impact on the amount of money they can make because they allow themselves the ability to scale, right? You are only one person, and typically you may meet with one person one on one, or if you host a group session, but it's very different than the potential that 30, 40 people in a day could purchase your digital product, right? Because it's scalable and you don't have to be there to deliver it, right? You've created the product once and then you sell it over and over and over again. And so you want to price your product based on the valued outcome, because the greater the value of the outcome, the greater the price. Now, you also want to remember your clientele. If you are creating a digital product for people who you know are not earning a whole bunch of money, then you're not going to want to price it super high. But again, you still want to price it based on the value of the outcome they receive, not the contents of the product. So you don't want to say, I put all of this information into this product, so this is the price it should be, when it doesn't offer this huge transformation for the person, right? So you really want to base the price on that transformation and the outcome that they receive from your digital product. The sixth thing that you want to do is attract your buyers. And so, how do you do this? Well, you got to get out into the world. You've got to do a YouTube, maybe. You have to do Facebook Lives. You have to create a social proof plan. What happens when you create a social proof plan is that you show up and you showcase your skills, knowledge, talents, and areas of expertise. You also build what's called the know, like, and trust factor. Now, maybe you've heard this term on YouTube before or someplace else. It is a common term that people use when referring to selling your digital products and taking your audience from being a cold audience to a warm audience. And there's many factors that go into this, right? Everybody is not going to purchase from us. There's going to be people out there who don't like the way you talk. They don't like the way you look. They don't like your hair. Like, so many things. And anybody here on YouTube, I'm pretty sure you've seen in the comments, people say some of the most outlandish things that have nothing to do with anything. But there are just going to be people who don't like you, right? You're just not going to be for everybody. And so you have to get out there and you have to showcase who you are and you have to show up as yourself and, not be fake about it. Just be yourself, because that is what's going to attract your ideal client, customer, community to you, right? There's people I watch on YouTube. I'm pretty sure there's people you watch on YouTube and other places, and not everybody likes that person. There's more than one person doing the same content, right? And it's because how we connect with each other. Even as clinicians, we know that we have to build a rapport with our clients, and that doesn't always happen. If you are a clinician who's gotten therapy for yourself, you might have to shop a few therapists before you really get with someone who you have that chemistry with and that rapport with. So you're definitely going to need to attract your buyers so that you can sell your digital product to them. And then finally, you want to deliver your product to your client's customer community. And so the way to do this is to get a platform for your digital product. Now, for an ebook, you can go through Amazon. They have a way that you can create an ebook with them and self-publish. You can also create your ebook in Canva yourself. You can simply write out the information that you want in your ebook, and you can find someone on Fiverr who can do the graphics and really build that book out for you. And so there's so many ways that you can deliver this product. Now, many times people will show up and they can deliver their course. Say, for instance, they create a digital course. Well, maybe they deliver that course live the first few times before they put that course into a content holding platform such as Kajabi or Teachable or Thinkific. Samcart also now does courses. So you have to figure out the platform that's going to work best for you, that's going to be a great user experience for your client, and you want to put that into that product so you can deliver it to your clients. Another way people deliver digital products to their clients is via their email service provider. And so I use ConvertKit for my email service provider, and you can actually put a PDF inside of ConvertKit, and that way when people opt in, they can download it, but they have to pay for it first. And so maybe you put your ebook into this platform so people can pay and download it. You can also do the same thing inside of Samcart. The thing that I like personally about Samcart is because it's an e-commerce, so you can create a ton of products in there and people can check out. But not only can you create a ton of digital products, you can also create digital downloads that they can then pay for and download into their computer, right? That's how they access them. I know I just recently purchased some templates, some Pinterest templates off of Etsy, and it was a digital download. And so she charged $10 for the templates. I paid it, got the digital download immediately, went right into my Canva account, and boom, shakalaka boom. I was happy. She was happy. And I'm pretty sure she's killing the game because she's had these digital products on Etsy for a while. And I definitely know she's been recommended to me by other people who purchase her digital products. And so, she's out there selling her digital products on Etsy. And so you have to figure out how you're going to deliver the products to your client, customer, or community. And so, what type of product do you think would be best for your community, for the people that you want to serve? Is it going to be an ebook or a course or a template or something else? Be sure to jump into the comments and let me know what your thoughts are. And there you have it, the 7 things that you need to do to package your skills, knowledge, and talents into a profitable digital product. If you found this video valuable, please be sure to click the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell icon so you are notified each time I upload a new video. On next week's Masterclass Monday video, we are going to discuss how to start and grow a social work business without being a failure. Until next time, this is your girl Michelle saying, stop waiting. The time is now. Start your private practice or online business. Bye for now.